It's really personal. Just you grow up either in a life of poverty and situations that are outside your control, and they form you, right? And there's nothing that people can do about that. It's the cards that we're all dealt tonight. And I often think about it that most people have gone through a lot of stuff. It's not like anything about myself is super unique, but I do land on that side of the fence where life was difficult. I grew up with mostly a single deaf mother, and just watching or understanding her struggle. I wouldn't say watching it, because of her limitations, that's what caused a lot of my struggles, or myself, and maybe my brothers as well. But in hindsight, understanding the pain attached to being a mom and her position and stuff, and so a lot of the things that I've done have always been just in service of people and service of the communities that I've belonged to, and so it's been a lot of fun. And then sometimes I think we all feel this. If you're in leadership or in community building, anything like that, it can feel like a selfless thing. And so it's like you're one person doing a lot of work for 20 or 50 or 100 people kind of thing. And it can feel like you have a mountain on your shoulders. And so on the advent of AI, it's like, ooh, how can I take my small but mighty interpersonal skills and apply them on a large scale? And so that's kind of where I'm at, where it's fun to think about how you can scale generosity using AI.
That's powerful. Scaling generosity. So with that heart behind it, let's dream forward. 5 years from now, what's one big change you'd love to see, whether in your life or the communities, because of Map.ca?
Oh, you know what? Good food. I'm all about the good food. Just chilling in the park with a bunch of good, well-meaning people who just want to play some sports, hang out, get to know each other. And it's just like a regular day. You wake up, preferably alone or with your partner or whatever, and you're peaceful. You wake up, do your breathing, you have some time alone, whatever, have your breakfast. Well, you got to work, right? And the idea of going out and serving in a community and doing work, whatever makes you happy. I think there's an opportunity in the future to just work and serve in a capacity that you would like to, that you think you'd be good at. And with the assistance of AI and tools and even some robotics, I think that makes it more possible for those people, including reducing addiction as we get into community and even helpful tools that can help people manage their addictions. So what I want to say there is that you have a time of peace, your home and autonomous time, that option to go out and maybe not so much an option, but participate and work. You certainly don't have to if you want to go hide in the forest. And then after that, eating, right? I just want to go and eat every day for free, virtually. If I'm going to, it's kind of, I just want to, for me, I like the idea of being a pilgrim and traveling the land and knowing people. Super inspired by Red Reddington from Blacklist. Just everywhere you go, they're like, come, eat. We made you a special plate. And I just want to eat good food. Like my friend, he was from St. Pete. What's his name? I gotta get his name. Maybe Zachariah? But he was my chef at one of the hotels. St. Pete, the Saint. When I called him out, and he was my chef, and I was like, oh, it's you. And he told me that the food was made with love. And that's how I want to eat food. And this is just a recommendation for you, by the way. If you go to a restaurant that you don't know, ask the waitress to, like, what's good. Anyway, that's from watching Chef Ramsay. Let's carry on, chat. I'm side trailing.
I love that. It's so human. You're building tech, but at the end of the day, you just want shared meals, good people, and connection. So let's go practical. If someone new joins Map.ca tomorrow, what's one simple action you'd encourage them to take to start building that connection?
Just be real and be good, right? That's the only rule here, is that you have to play the good card, because we're dealing with a sensitive topic. We're dealing with the sensitive topic. It's the worldwide internet, and we're just trying to take what's meaningful to us, the areas that we see breaks, and where you see breaks, you should see mends. You should see opportunities, and that's the thing. You have to cast the opportunity. You have to say what you would like to do, how you'd like to fix it, what you would like to see happen. And our AI helps you do that. You don't have to worry. If you come in angry, we'll try to make sure you leave happy.
And that's such a hopeful note. Turning breaks into men's. I think that's a beautiful place to wrap this section. We've covered your roots, your vision, and even a plate of food. Anything else you'd want to add before we close this chapter?
No, we can consider this chapter closed.